Okay, next one, menunggang. Menunggang, everyone say menunggang. When you are riding a motorbike or a bicycle, we will use the word menunggang. How about this last one? Menyanyi. Menyanyi, what does menyanyi mean? Menyanyi means singing, okay? When you sing, you will use the word menyanyi. And you look, all of those words, they start with the letter M-E. So that is how you know those are the action word. Or in Bahasa, we call it kata kerja, okay? This is how you know that these are your action words. Okay, let's look at the third one. What will it usually be? The third part of the sentence. Usually, like what we've learned just now, si budi and si bubi. Okay, D is di mana and B is bila. So it's usually either a place or a time. Okay, so those words will either start with di, pada, or setiap. D will stand for at or in, and pada also stands for at, but it's for a time like at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And setiap means every, okay? So let's look at some of the examples here, okay? Place starts with D. That's how we know that these are places, okay? They will usually start with the word D. For example, di tandas. What does it mean? Right? Is at the toilet. How about di sekolah? Where is sekolah? Which is the place you love the most? School, at school, okay? And di rumah. Di rumah, what does it mean? Where are you now? Di rumah means at your house or at home. Okay, what about di bawah? We know atas is up, so bawah means under or down. Okay, so at the bottom. And then the last one, time. Time always will start with the word either pada or setiap. For example here, pada pukul 7 pagi, which means at 7 in the morning. Or another one, you can always look at setiap pagi, which means every morning. So when you look at these words pada and setiap, we will know it is talking about the time. And does it go at number 1, number 2, or number 3? It will usually go at number 3 because number 3 is where we put our time and our place. Okay. All right. So I will continue with the next slide, and then we'll get used to how things work. Okay. So now this girl here, what is she thinking about? Okay, she's thinking, now what happens when we add the word sedang? Sedang means is. And where do we put this sedang? All right, we're going to look at the next slide and we're going to know where should we put the word sedang, which also means is. Okay, let's look at the next slide. Okay, so now this slide looks almost similar to the slide that we were talking about Mimi, right? Mimi brushing her teeth, Mimi menggosok gigi. But the difference here is we are adding the word sedang, okay? Now, if you're arranging sentences and suddenly you see this word sedang coming out of nowhere, where should you put it, okay? So now we're going to learn it together. All right, and this technique, instead of si budi, we will put this technique, we call it si sedang budi. Everyone say it together. Si sedang budi. All right. So the first part of the sentence, we know si, S-I, it stands for siapa, okay? So who is this siapa in here? What's his name? Or who is he? Right? So we know that it is called adik. Adik also means little or younger brother or little brother or sister. Okay, in this picture here is a boy, so it's a little brother. Okay, and now we have this word sedang. So sedang, we always will put it in the second part. If you see the word sedang appearing, we put it second. If the word sedang is not there, then you put the actual word at number 2 place. But if you see the word sedang appearing, then you put sedang at number 2 place instead, okay? Sedang will always come before the action word, which means sedang will always come before buat apa, okay? Is that right? We'll learn this together, okay? So, after sedang, sedang means is. Okay, after sedang, we have the action word bu. Bu means buat apa. Okay, we have this action word here. And what is this boy doing? What's his action word? He is reading a book, which also means in bahasa membaca buku. Everyone say membaca buku. Alright, so we know that adik, our little brother here, is sedang membaca buku. He is reading a book. So how do we end the sentence? Okay, we have the last one, di mana, and where is this boy reading his book? He's reading it under a tree. It's a place, right? Under a tree. In bahasa we call it di bawah pokok. So when we look at the sentence together, this is how the sentence will look like. Everyone read together. Adik, everyone repeat. Adik sedang membaca buku di bawah pokok. Very good. Adik sedang membaca buku di bawah pokok. Look at how we start a sentence with a capital letter and we end it with a full stop. It's the same thing for both the sentences. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide. Okay, this teacher is telling us an important note again. Okay, what's this teacher saying? Well, if we add the word sedang into the sentence, sedang is always before an action word. That means we always put sedang before the action word. An action word usually always start with the letter M, E. Very good. Okay, so let's look at a few sentences here. Adik sedang membaca buku. The action word here is membaca buku. And what letter does it start with? M, M-E. Alright, so we'll know that sedang will always come before the words that have M-E in front of them. The second one is the same as well. Adik, let's read together. Adik sedang menggosok gigi. Alright, our little brother here is brushing his teeth. Menggosok gigi, which also start with the letters M and E. So we put the word sedang right before the word ME appears. That's how we put it, okay? Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Good job, everyone. Okay, now we're gonna do a little short quiz, okay? And we're going to guess this word here. Should we put it at this column, siapa? Or this column, sedang? Or this column, buat apa? Or is it this one, di mana or bila? Is it here, 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 or here? Okay, abang. Okay, if you think it should be at column number 1, siapa, you show me your finger number 1. If you think that abang belongs to column number 2, then for the word sedang, then you put 2. If you think it belongs to buat apa, which means action word, then you put 3. And if you think it belongs to column number 4, then you show me your fingers 4. Okay, let's do it together. This word abang here, is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? You tell me. Okay, I'm going to count to 3 and you show me your fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have our fingers. Let's see what's the answer. Alright, good. Okay, so abang, okay, is a person or a name. Abang means brother. So for the word abang, we will always put it at column number 1, which means siapa. Okay, it's under a name or a person. Alright, let's look at the next question. Okay, how about this word? Membasuh baju. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which one is it? When I count to 3, we show it together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the answer is number 3. Buat apa? Okay, it's an action word. Okay, because it starts with the letters M, E, which means an action word. Okay, membasuh baju means wash clothes. Okay, let's look at the next one. This one is very simple. Sedang. Is it number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? Which one is it? You tell me. Your fingers. Okay, I'm gonna count to 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right. So the answer is yes. The answer is number 2. Okay, in this column, sedang. Alright, sedang means is. So we will always put sedang before the action word. We will always put it at column number 2. Okay, good job everyone. Next one. This one here, di rumah. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Which one is it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so di rumah, it belongs to column number 4, which talks about a place. So when you see the word, it starts with a D-I-D, okay, which means at. It always usually talks about a place. So we will always put it at the end of the sentence when you see the word D-I. Okay, everyone? Good, good. So now we're going to look at these questions right here. What I want you to do now first is you go and take your exercise book, your buku latihan, and your pencil box to the table. Make sure you have it on your table right now. You go and take it first. Alright, so once you have your buku latihan, your exercise book, and your pencil box on the table, open the buku latihan, open the exercise book to a blank page. Okay, find a blank page, make sure you can write on that page. Okay, and take your pencils and your erasers out. So the questions that has been given to you, the sentences are in the wrong order. They are not arranged correctly. So what we have to do is to susun ayat di bawah dengan betul, which means that we have to arrange the sentences, arrange the questions below in the correct order. Okay, so I've given you a first example. Okay, contoh means example. Okay, so the first example here, the parts of the sentences, they are in the wrong order. Memasak ikan is one part, Devi is one part, and di dapur is one part. But when you start a sentence, what do you start with? A capital letter or small letter? Huruf besar or huruf kecil? You start with huruf besar, right? So this is how we know that we must write this word in front. So when you answer your questions later, you write those words that start with a capital letter, you write it in front first. The person's name, or if it's a person itself, okay, it's always in front. Then the second one is always either the action word, and if you see the word sedang, sedang will come second usually, okay? But if there is no sedang, it's always the action word which starts with M-E, okay? So we know that between this and this, the one that starts with the letter M-E is this one, right? Memasak ikan, which also means cook fish. Okay, so we know that Devi memasak ikan, and then you end with a word that has a full stop. Okay, so you put the one with the full stop, the words, you put it at the last part. So this is how we get our correct sentence. Devi memasak ikan di dapur. Okay, now can you do questions 1 to 5? You write it down inside your exercise book. You only have to write the correct answer. You don't have to write the questions. It's okay.